made for you and me.
M-A-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U-S-E.
Gorilla troops are led by a big silverback adult male. On the other hand, baboon troops are led by the dominant female in the group. What about leadership in giraffe herds? Who takes the lead when they're walking around? Well, when Anne Innes Dagg first went out to Africa, came back, eventually wrote the Bible of Giraffe, and she wrote that, as might be expected in species with such loose relationships between individuals, leadership tended to be arbitrary. And that was back when she started. However, Anne was also quick to recognize that the more the species was studied, the more we found out about it. And so in the second edition of her book, published in 2014, she wrote, "The leader of a herd of giraffe, if there is one, was almost always a middle-aged or old cow with a calf, as is true in other ungulates." Giraffe herds do meander about, and a lot of people see them wandering and figure, it's totally random. But when they move in a line from point A to point B, then about 80% of the time, the matriarch is leading the group. They're following her from place to place. Why might giraffe follow the oldest female? Probably because she's the one with the encyclopedia of information about the environmental resources that are available. She's been living in the area for the longest amount of time, and most herds have lots of friends and relatives in them. And the males wander around by themselves, so the males know a large area. But the oldest female knows the most about a smaller area. Anne Innes Dagg lived long enough that she was able to put in the second edition of her book the situation that the matriarchs lead the herd, and Anne herself was a matriarch and a pioneer in leading giraffe researchers, as well as an outspoken person who fought sexual discrimination for a while. So it's kind of cool that Anne Innes Dagg, who was a matriarch of giraffe biologists, ended up living long enough to sing her beloved giraffe also mimic her in the other members of the group would follow the leader. Thanks for listening.